The following live special presentation is a presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and future, or future, and is presented by DigitalAdice.com, the best podcast on the internet for your sports simulations and replay needs. And so it's with a heavy heart we come with you tonight as we pay tribute to the late Don Shula. Shula, the winningest coach in the history of the National Football League, passed away Monday, the 4th of May, at the age of 90 years old. He is an absolute legend of the game. If there was a Mount Rushmore for the National Football League, Shula, if he wasn't on there, would be one of the first people not to make it on there. A coach from the time he was 28 on. He was a defensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions in the late 50s and early 60s, was the coordinator for the 1962 Lions, who upset the undefeated Green Bay Packers on Thanksgiving Day. Remember, they sacked Bart Starr 9 times that afternoon at Tiger Stadium. He became a head coach at the age of 33 with the Baltimore Colts, including losing Super Bowl III to the New York Jets. So Shula, as a very young man for a head coach, had Johnny Unitas as his quarterback, had Earl Morrall for a quarterback, had Bubba Smith, had some very good teams in Baltimore. When the leagues merged before the 1970 season, Shula went to Miami, where he would spend the next 25 years. He would win 5 AFC championships in a 14-season period, and back-to-back Super Bowls following the 1972 and 73 seasons. So Shula just had a remarkable record. He built incredible defenses, and you're about to see one tonight with the no-name defense of 1972. But he had the killer bees in Miami in the early 80s. And the quarterbacks, we mentioned Johnny Unitas, Bob Greasy, too. After that, he basically almost got to a Super Bowl with David Woodley and Don Strock as quarterbacks. And, of course, you could forget Dan Marino. So those younger people remember Shula as a pass-first quarterback. This isn't going to be the case tonight. Shula, in 1972, when they ran the table, ran the ball an average of 43 times a game. So I know some of you want a snowplow game, and we might do that one at some point for giggles and grins. But tonight we pay tribute to Don Shula by his greatest professional achievement, Super Bowl VII, the game in Los Angeles over the Los Angeles Rams. And so it's the Dolphins and the Rams. Bob Greasy will be the quarterback. You'll see Earl Morrall come out, but I'll switch that to Greasy. Against Billy Kilmer, next on Retro Sports Network. Well, I forgot to save that, so we're going to watch us do this together. Ha. Yes, I know you're looking at a black screen. Remove. Add source. Screen capture. Smart selection. The joys of live broadcasting. Well, that went over really well. Johnny Unitas of the University of Louisville. Andrew's here. How are you? Yep. I've done that. Forgot to turn the mic. It's no longer black. See, I didn't save it after I did the game last week. So if you're still getting a black screen, refresh, because I'm seeing the game now. So the Redskins have won the toss. Duncan back to return. Heyman and Brunet are the upmen, and Gary Yepremian with the ball placed on the 40 will kick. 64 degrees in Los Angeles. Wind is behind Washington from the left end of the Coliseum to the right end of the Coliseum. And so the game is away, taken at the 5, 20, 25, 30, and hit at the 31. That's Duncan with the return. Never mind where it says the Orange Bowl. I don't see anything. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Washington. And Billy Kilmer will be their quarterback. Larry Brown, who ran for 1,216 yards in the regular season, is the primary back. Charlie Haraway, who ran for 567 yards, is the fullback. The flanker Charlie Taylor, who made 49 catches on the year. The tight end Jerry Smith, who gives our Red Sox fan nightmares. No, there's no Miami Haka either, Clinton. And the other receiver, Roy Jefferson, who made 35 catches. So Larry Brown will get the first carry from scrimmage. Trap right from the 31. Handoff from Kilmer is hit by Matheson after a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd and 6. I thought I upgraded this. The line for Washington. Walt Rock is the left tackle. John Wilbur is the left guard. Len House is the center. Paul Levege is the right guard. And Terry Hermeling is the right tackle. Haraway on 2nd and 6. We'll sweep it to the left. Hand off from Kilmer. And he's hit by Nick Bonacani at the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd down and 6. Did I have the right version? I thought I downloaded it. Nope. Can't tell in the middle of the game. All right, so 3rd and 6. And Kilmer's going to have to throw. Let's meet the Miami defense. It is legendary. Bob Matheson is the left defensive end. They play a 4-3. Manny Fernandez, the left tackle. Jim Dunaway, the right tackle. Vern DeHerter, the right defensive end. Doug Swift, the left outside linebacker. Nick Bonacani fills up the middle. Mike Colin, the right outside linebacker. The corners, Tim Foley and Curtis Johnson, not that one, on the right. Dick Anderson is the strong safety. Jake Scott, the free safety. 3rd and 6, opening minute of the ball game, and you can see where the Redskins are going to get into trouble. Those pass completion percentages are awful. Medium hitch to Taylor. Kilmer is flushed. He's sacked by Colin for a loss of 5. And Washington goes 3 and out, and they're forced to punt from their own 30. So Mike Bragg with the win to Lee and Scott are the receivers for the Dolphins. Deep punt should go about 45 yards. From his 15, taken at the 30 by Miami. A gain of 2 by Scott, and the Dolphins take over on their own 31. It is indeed Bob Greasy at quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. Larry Zonka, 1,000-yard rusher behind him. Mercury Morris, another 1,000-yard rusher behind him. Jim Kick will see a whole bunch of carries too. The flanker, Paul Warfield. Marlon Briscoe is the split end. And Mar Fleming is the tight end. In the real football game, Bob Greasy threw it all at 12 times. Trap right to Zonka. Now here's the new there. Washington shows blitz. Greasy takes a look. And will keep with the original play call. Zonka over the 30 to the 35, a gain of 4 before Mike Bass will make the tackle, 2nd and 6. Here is the Dolphin line. Doug Cruson, the left tackle. Larry Little, who is a 10-plus Hall of Famer at left guard. Jim Langer is the center. Al Jenkins, the right guard. and the right tackle, Norm Evans. Mercury Morris on 2nd and 6. Will run it off tackle right. Hand off from Greasy to the far side. Hit by Jack Pardee at the 37. A gain of 2, and it will be 3rd and 4 for the Dolphins. Let's meet the Redskin defense. They play a 4-3. Ron McDowell, the left defensive end. Bill Brundage is the left defensive tackle. Daron Talbot, the right tackle. And Verlin Biggs is the right defensive end. The linebackers, you just saw Jack Pardee, the left outside linebacker. Myron Podios fills up the middle. And Chris Hamburger, who is a 10 overall, the right outside linebacker. The Redskins secondary is very good. Pat Fisher is on Marlon Briscoe at the left. Mike Bass covers Paul Warfield on the right. Brig Owens is the strong safety. And Rosie Taylor, the free safety. Zonka. Trap right on 3rd and 4. Handoff from Greasy. Zonka first down over the 45. He's hit at the 48 by Owens. And Miami has a first down from their own 48. 1st and 10. First series for the Dolphins. And that's what they're going to do. It is ground and pound time here at the Coliseum. Morris. Fullback dive. Handoff from Greasy. And he's hit by Pardee at the 49. A gain of 1. So about 5 minutes gone in the first quarter. 2nd and 9 for the Dolphins. Miami, in their undefeated year, had the best offense in the National Football League and the best defense in the NFL. They averaged 27 points a game, which was a lot in 1972. To the air for the first time. A medium slant to Paul Warfield. Greasy waits. He is sacked by Hamburger. And Greasy is hurt. He jammed his shoulder on the turf. It's a hard grass here at Memorial Coliseum. He's going to stay in the game, and it'll be 3rd down and 17 for the Dolphins. And so they'll go 3 wide. Howard Twilley is on the bottom of your screen. Medium slant to Marlon Briscoe. Greasy under center. Will wait. Throws. He goes to the tight end Fleming, and he couldn't hang on. And Cruson is hurt. He's holding his neck. Kindig will come in the ball game, and Miami will be forced to punt on 4th and 17. 8:41 to go in the first quarter. Clock is stopped on the injury, and so Larry Seipel will punt. Vactor and Duncan back to return for the Redskins. Seipel from his 26 gets the punt away, taken for a fair catch at the 22 by Vactor, and Washington will take over. 8:34 to go, first quarter here in the Don Shula tribute game. So again, Brown and Haraway, the running backs for Washington. They'll start from their own 22. Haraway, off tackle right. Handoff from Kilmer. He is hit by Matheson at the line of scrimmage for no gain. So 2nd and 10. Miami held Washington to -1 net yards on their first possession. That was a 3 and out. Larry Brown, sweep right, near sideline, from the 22. Can't turn the corner, and Swift, the right outside linebacker, nails him out of bounds for a loss of 4. So Doug Swift with the big play, and the Redskins have it 3rd and long against a team that will eat that up for lunch. And they go 3 wide. Clifton McNeil is the 3rd receiver. George Allen tells Billy Kilmer to throw it, but don't get picked off. Medium cross to Roy Jefferson. Killer. Back to throw. Has time and almost intercepted. Mumford on the coverage. And the Redskins again can't get any yards. Miami's no-name defense has held the Redskins to -5 yards. And Bragg will stand on his own 3 to punt. Gets it away. Miami will have good field position. Flag is down. Jake Scott with a return at the 37. Takes it to the 39.
Receiving team, 15-yard penalty.
But Bunakani made the illegal block. And the Redskins will take it. That's not Nick. And so Miami, instead of having good field position, starts the second drive from their own 22-yard line. Zonka and Morris in the backfield. 7:25 opening quarter, no score here in our Don Shula Tribute Game, Super Bowl 7 from the Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum. Morris on a pitch to the right side. Gets it across the 25. Owens with the tackle after a gain of 7. And so they'll spot it at the 29. Washington doubled Paul Warfield. And Shula's just going to ground and pound. So what are your guys' memories of Don Shula outside of the snowplow game? Zonka on second and short. Trap left. Handoff near side from Greasy. He is hit by Biggs right at the line of scrimmage. Big Cluse is outside of his son David coaching your hometown team. Yeah, outside of that. So 3rd down and 3 for the Fish from their own 29-yard line. 2 tight ends set now for this play. Zonka again. Trap left. Handoff. Greasy first down 35-40. Patios makes a tackle at the 45, a gain of 16. So the Dolphins get a big first down. 1st and 10 from the Miami 45. They'll stay in this 2 tight end set. Morris. Off tackle left. Hand off from Greasy over midfield. Patios makes a tackle at the 48, a gain of 7. And Miami, 8 carries, 48 yards. That's 6 a touch. Oh, Earl Morrall's in a quarterback. Nope. Greasy back in. Mars sweeps to the far side. Flag is down. First down. Bass with the tackle after a gain of 5. Flag is
Offsides. Defense.
on Washington. So Talbert was offside. Thanks, Stewart. And so Miami will decline it. And it'll be 1st and 10. So they go back to a conventional setup. 2 wide receivers. Warfield and Briscoe. Yep, Clinton's right. Don Shula lost his first 2 Super Bowls. Super Bowl III, of course. And then Super Bowl VI to Dallas. And then would win 7 and 8. They're going to try something to Warfield here. On a medium hitch. Greasy to throw. He's got time. He flips it down to a running back. Instead, that's Zonka for a gain of 4. So 2nd down and 6. Jack Pardee on the stop. That's his 3rd tackle. And we're going to go under 4. Yep, his first big loss was a 64 NFL championship to the Browns, 27-0. They would get their revenge in 68 in Cleveland. Zonka will run a sweep to the near side on 2nd and 6. Over the 40. Hit by Patios at the 37. A gain of 2. It'll be 3rd and 4. So we'll go under 3 on this next snap. 7 plays for Miami. 41 yards. They do have a decent kicker in your premium. And it would be a 44-yarder from here. Yep. Big Clue says he had a few years where he was bounced from the playoffs in close games they should not have lost, but none of his wins were a fluke. Absolutely. So 3rd and 4. He'll go to the air again. Briscoe on a short cross. Greasy to throw. Briscoe's got it. Can he get the first down? Yes, he does. He got the Dave Gardner measurement, and it's a fresh set from the Washington 33. Tribe fan mentions the 94 loss to the Chargers. It's hard to believe that Danny Marino only made it to one Super Bowl. Pat Fisher on the tackle. Morris comes out. Jim Kick in the ball game for the first time. Kick. Off tackle right. 1st and 10 from the 33. Bulls his way down to the 29. Tackled by Jack Pardee. 2nd and 6. Miami 11 carries, 59 yards. Zonka. Draw play. Greasy again with a handoff. Zonka bowls through 25, close to a first down. 1st and 10, baby. Flag is down. And it's a hold on Paul Warfield. Oofda. So take the first down off the board. In effect, that's a 22-yard penalty. So Miami's backed up to the Washington 44. Yep, Shula lost 2 conference championships, 85 to the Patriots in the Orange Bowl. And, of course, 92 to Buffalo during Buffalo's Big Four. So, for 2nd and 21, screen play to Kick. They'll stick with the call. Greasy goes to the near side. He finds Kick, 45. Pardee with the tackle at the 43. That's a 1-yard gain. So, although it's a completion, it'll be 3rd and 20. And so Greasy will try Warfield on the long slant. Yepremian says, I can hit this from here. Shula says, wait your turn. So Greasy, back, throws it down, complete to Warfield, 30. It won't be a first down. Bass makes a tackle at the 26. But a 17-yard gain in Miami because they're going to let the clock run. So they made the catch, 4th and 3, a big play from Greasy. And we played 1 quarter here in Super Bowl 7. The Redskins nothing, Miami nothing. And so no surprise, there was no scoring in the first quarter. Miami with 4 first downs and 77 net yards. 4 for 5 is Greasy. Or 4 for 4. Morrill got 1 play. And they had the ball 11 minutes and 18 seconds. He truly is a legend for sure. And the Redskins have -5 net yards. Brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best podcast on the internet for your sports simulation and replay needs. So when Shula retired, he was 1st in career wins, 2nd in playoff wins, only behind Tom Landry, and had the highest winning percentage of anybody not named George Halas. Had the most conference championship wins in history, and the most seasons coached after Halas. His career .677 win percentage was 2nd behind George Halas. You know what? He only had 2 losing seasons. And one of them was the strike year of 87, so with the Scabs. Yep, 3 Hall of Famers. Behind under center, Johnny Unitas, Dan Marino. Morrill not in the Hall of Fame, yep. So Yepremian will come out to kick. This will be from 33 yards, and he's got a 65% chance of making it. So, straight ahead kicker, and he pushes that to the right. So, Yepremian slaps his own head. He got the kick down and missed it to the right. So, the Redskins will take over from their own 33. 14:56 to go in the first half. And this game is scoreless in Los Angeles. Gonna try and throw one here. Short slant to Taylor. Kilmer, flag is down, overthrows Taylor.
Encroachment, defense.
But that's on Miami. Werner Herder, the left end, had an encroachment call. So 1st and 5 from the 38. And did Morrill make the Hall of Fame or no? So Larry Brown, off tackle right for Washington from the 38. Hit by Swift for a 1-yard loss. Miami just sniffing everything out. Morrill didn't make the Hall of Fame. Okay, so who was the third one, Clinton? Unitas and Marino are no-brainers. Oh, Greasy. Bob Greasy, of course. Never mind. I figured it out. So 2nd and 6. 5 carries for the Redskins for a -1 yard. Haraway. Fullback dive. See if they can get anything going here. He gets forward progress. It's a gain of 2, and Haraway is hurt. He's limping off. He twisted his ankle on the turf, and Burnett will come in the ballgame on 3rd and 4. Bob Burnett, or Brunet, will try a sweep to the right side. Hand off from Kilmer. And he is stuffed by Matheson at the 40 for a gain of 1. So again, Miami's defense has not given up a first down. Bob Matheson with a tackle. And it'll be 4th and 3. Yet David Woodley, it's a record 5 different starting quarterbacks in Super Bowl appearances. So Morrill in Super Bowl 3, remember Johnny Unitas came off the bench. Greasy in Super Bowl 7. I assume Super Bowl 6 and Super Bowl 8. Woodley in Super Bowl 17. And Marino in Super Bowl 19 against San Francisco. Mike Bragg will start on his 25 going into the wind. He'll punt it deep. Jake Scott, I think, from the 25. He actually gets Lee. Haraway will be back. A 35-yard punt, a 2-yard return, and Miami will take over from their 27. 1st and 10. Greasy is 4 for 4. Morrill got a snap in there. It's all been a run game so far. Zonka and Kick in the backfield as we start this drive. Zonka, off tackle left from the 27. Hit across the 30 by Patios. They'll spot it at the 31. And it'll be 2nd and 6. I believe he retired. He retired at the age of 65. And I believe his final win total was 363. Does he actually equal Warren Spahn? Mars back in the game. Yeah, only 4-time Coach of the Year. Off tackle right. Handoff from Greasy. Flag is down. Taylor with a tackle after a gain of 2.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
And Taylor just kind of gave him the business.
Automatic first down.
So it's a 15-yard penalty as he kind of horse-collared him. So the Dolphins don't need any help. They'll put the ball at the 48. Yep. The NFL did consider their championship the Super Bowl, or as the championship. So Unitas did start. You're right. But that's the one they lost. They lost to Cleveland in 64. So 1st and 10 for the Dolphins on their own 48. Again, Morris. Trap right from the 48. Can't get a hole. McDowell is there right at the midfield stripe. Gain of 2. 328 wins. That's still a lot. That's an average of 10 wins a season. And remember, for a lot of that, from 63 to 76 or 77, they were 14-game seasons. 2nd down and 8. Zonka. Gonna try a pitch right to him. Greasy delivers. Zonka tries to go around the side, but gets a gain of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 6 from the Redskin 48. So Greasy will go to the air this time. Medium fly to Marlon Briscoe under center. Greasy throws. Briscoe's got it. 1st down inside the 40. A gain of 11. And Pat Fisher with a tackle. So the Dolphins pretty much doing what the 1990 New York Giants did. You can't score Washington if you don't have the football. And this drive, 6 plays, 36 yards. And again, they are in your premium field goal range. Mercury Morris. Trap left, near side. Handoff, 35-31 yard line. They'll actually give him the 30 before Verlin Biggs can make the tackle. Jim Langer, the center, with a big hole, and it's 2nd and 3. And this is the very definition of wrecking ball football. Zonka. Trap left from the 30, and he'll get hit by Brundage at the 28, a gain of 2. And so the clock goes tick, tick, tick. 3rd and 1. Greasy will call his own number. Gonna run a bootleg. Scrambles around. Finds a hole. 1st down. Hamburger with a stop at the 23. A gain of 5. And the Dolphins again have a 1st down. The Redskins just don't really stand a chance. No score. Halfway home almost here in the 2nd quarter. Warfield on a medium slant. Flag is down. Hamburger got Greasy to the ground. It's a 2nd sack.
Holding offense. Number 6.
And they'll decline it as Larry Little held. So they'll pick up the flag. And Hamburger's sack will count. That's the 2nd one today. So 2nd and 20. And the clock stopped with 7:45 here. Kick. We'll take it on the draw on 2nd and long. Gets it to the 30. And now there's a fight. There's a fight. Hamburger and kick.
Offense. Number 66.
Little and Hamburger are throwing some punches. And Little will get called for the personal foul. It took a minute. There's some bad blood there. Hamburger with his 4th tackle. Not sure what was said, but Little, he got caught throwing the punch. It'll be 2nd down and 35. And so Shula not happy of the lack of concentration there. So now they're backed up to the Washington 48. They don't have a wheel play. I do have an end around, and they'll try it right now. To Warfield, and another flag is down.
Encroachment defense.
But that's on the Redskins. Taylor
Penalty. Repeat.
jumped
Down.
and made contact, and so they'll get 5 yards of that back. So now it's just 2nd and 30 from the Washington 43. Miami has 102 net yards, Washington -3, and we're halfway through the 2nd quarter. Warfield on a jet sweep to the far side, turns the quarter, 40, 35, 30, 20, and Bass will make a tackle to 17, a gain of 26. And trickeration worked. Warfield with the biggest gain of scrimmage. And now the Dolphins have run it 19 times for 109 yards. 3rd and 4. Morris back in the game. What a play by Warfield. Morris. Pitch right side. They'll stick with the play call. Morris waits. First down, 10. Owens to the 5. A gain of 12. So Mercury Morris, 9 carries for 45 yards, 12 on that one play. And it's 1st and goal for Miami from the Washington 5. So 12 plays. They got all that back. They had a 2nd and 35 and escaped. 2 tight end set. Mandich joins Fleming. Zonka and Morris in the backfield. They'll work out of the eye. Warfield the lone receiver. Morris. Off tackle left. Gets the handoff. Is hit by Biggs at the 3. Cruson back in at left tackle. 2nd and goal. The Dolphins have taken half the quarter off the clock. 13 plays, 70 yards. Zonka. Trap left. From the tailback position. Nope. Stood up by Porteos for a loss of 1. So spot the ball at the 4. 5:05 to go. 14 plays, 69 yards. They're going to throw it to Briscoe. They're all tired now. Greasy back to throw. He waits. He scrambles. He tries to go down to kick, and Pardee leapt and couldn't make the play. So Greasy 5 of 6 in the first half for 37 yards. And now Yepremian has virtually an extra point. The rare 11-yard field goal attempt. Lothridge will hold longer to snap it. Yepremian. This time it's good, and the Dolphins draw first blood. It was low, but it went through. 16 plays, 69 yards. And with 4:18 to go in the half, it's the Dolphins 3, the Redskins nothing. Duncan back deep to return it. And 3 yards deep, they will try to return it. Let's see if that works. 10, 20, and he's hit by Powell at 25. So a 28-yard return
Receiving team.
that'll come back as Berman gets called for the hold. And so instead of starting at their 28, Washington, with 4:08 to go, will start from their own 11-yard line. They've only run 8 plays from scrimmage. Take a drink, and we'll do the series. Now, not everyone is staying for long in this strip, but we did just pass 2,000 views here on Twitch. So thank you one and all. So 1st and 10 from the Washington 11. Larry Brown. Trap left from the 11-yard line. He gets to the 15. Manny Fernandez will wipe him down at the 16. A gain of 5, 2nd and 5. So the Dolphins holding on to a 3-point lead. Kilmer. Washington not even averaging a yard per carry. 8 carries, 7 yards. Taylor on an end around. Taylor to the near side. Can he get a block? Yes, he does. 25-30. 35-40. 45. Anderson with a tackle at the 47. A gain of 31. And that actually gives the Redskins positive yards in the ball game. So 1st and 10 for the Redskins on their own 47. So let's see if Kilmer can do something with that. 3 minutes to go, first half. Medium hitch to Charlie Taylor. Kilmer has time. Kilmer has Taylor. First down from, and where will they spot it? At the Miami 39. And so we'll go to the 2-minute warning here in Super Bowl 7. Washington driving down the field, 3 plays, 50 yards. They'll have it 1st and 10 from the Miami 39. With their score 3-0, Miami, let's take timeout. So Washington finally having something to go with here. Haraway. Trap right from the 39. He is hit by Johnson for a loss of 1. So 2nd and 11 with the clock running here. And oh my goodness, who do you throw to? Roy Jefferson. Medium fly to the wide receiver. Kilmer waits, throws, incomplete, broken up by Foley. Tim Foley got a piece of it, and the clock is stopped with 1:28. All 3 timeouts, 3rd down and 11. And Kilmer is 1 for 3 for 14 yards. The only catch was from Charlie Taylor. Technically, they are in field goal range. Going to try a screen to Haraway on the far side. He's got it 40-30. First down, maybe. Yes, he does. Foley missed the tackle. Colin got there. And so it'll be 1st and 10 with 1:14 to go. And Washington will call time. 6 plays, 60 yards. The Redskins, who only scored in the real championship game on an interception of Gary Apremian for a touchdown, trying to get something going here. Jefferson. Short slant from the 29. Kilmer throws. No, sir. Foley got a piece of it. So Kilmer now 2 of 5 for 25 yards. And Tim Foley has made 2 deflections here in the first half. Brown on a sweep to the near side from the 29. 25-20, first down before Jake Scott can make the tackle with 57 seconds to go. Redskins will call time from the Miami 18. Brown, 6 carries for 15 yards. They're going to try one shot at the end zone here. Charlie Taylor. 1st and 10. Kilmer has time. He goes to the air. No, sir. Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. Miami blitzed one there. Yeah, their secondary is good. This is the first time the Redskins have been able to move the football all game. 47 seconds to go. And 2nd and 10. Brown on a draw. They can get 2 plays off here. Brown to the 15, to the 10. First down on the measurement. They got the Dave Gardner measurement. And they'll spot it from the Miami 8. So they'll hold on to the timeout. 1st and goal. 36 seconds to go. Short cross to Jefferson. Kilmer looks, throws, Jefferson, touchdown! No, he's short! He's short! And they gotta burn it. So the ball is actually on the goal line. Wowzers! Jefferson made the catch, but he couldn't break the plane. And so with 20 seconds to go, Kilmer, triple tight end set. Alston and Jefferson. Kilmer for the sneak. Waits for the Bart Starr push. Does he get in? No! They stopped him with 14 seconds to go. Oh my goodness. They're going to go with a hurry up. 14 seconds. They're going to try to get Kurt Knight out there to tie the ball game. Chinese fire drill time. Can they get it off? They do. Knight, tie game. Oops, kick down. Am I still with you? Yes. Cat stepped on the keyboard. But we're still streaming. So, at the half, Miami, their defense only gave up the field goal. Washington tried to do everything they could. We're tied up. And so here's a Digital Dice halftime summary. So your Premian had an 11-yard field goal. And then Billy Kilmer, 13 plays, 89 yards. But they could not get it in the end zone. And so Knight with the 7-yard field goal at the gun to make it 3-3. And so first down's 8-5 for Miami. They'll get the football. Kilmer 3 of 7 for 33. Greasy 5 of 6 for 37. Net yards 141 for Miami. Washington 86. And the Dolphins 20 minutes and 17 seconds of possession time. 9:43 for Washington. So the big play for the Redskins, Charlie Taylor with a 31-yard end around, and Paul Warfield a 26-yard run for Miami. And as our buddy Al Red Sox would say, this one has been a real slobber knocker. So after the break, the second half right here on Retro Sports Network. So hope you enjoyed a bunch of balloons and up with people, because that was a halftime show. First time the Dolphins are going to return a kick. Mercury Morris stands deep at his 6. Liam Matheson are the upmen. And the second half is underway. Morris from the goal line to the 20, 25, hit to the 28 by Jack Pardee. Technically taken at the 2, so a 26-yard return. It'll be first and 10 for Miami from their own 28 and a 3-3 tie. Zonka and Morris are the running backs. Warfield and Marlon Briscoe the wide receivers. Fleming the tight end. Bob Greasy's under center. Cruson and Evans the tackles. Larry Little and Jenkins the guards. And Langer, or Longer, is the center. Morris. Sweep to the near side from the 28, gets it across the 30, first down, and Padios makes a tackle at the 41, a gain of 13. So first and 10 for Miami on their own 41. Biggs and McDowell, the defensive ends, Brundage and Talbert, the tackles. Hamburger and Pardee are the outside linebackers. Patios fills up the middle. Mike Bass and Fisher are the corners. Owens and Taylor are the safeties. Those are your 22 on the field. 1st and 10. Morris, by the way, 11 carries for 60 yards. Trap right for Zonka from the 41. Gets nowhere as Jack Pardee stuffs him at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 for Miami. Al Jenkins, the right guard, with a bad block. And Pardee has 7 tackles. Shula going to go for it here. He's going to go for a medium slant to Warfield. 2nd and 10, Greasy to throw. Greasy waits. It's incomplete. Medium slant to Warfield. Nothing doing. So Greasy now 5 of 7 for 37 yards. And it's 3rd and 10. Little dumper in the flat near side to Morris. And that will be incomplete. The Dolphins go 3 and out. Not a good throw by Greasy. If you remember in the first quarter, got his shoulder slammed by Chris Hamburger on the turf. That led to a fight. It'll be 4th and 10. So the Dolphins go 4 and out. Larry Seipel will punt. Vactor and Duncan, the returnman. Seipel will punt it deep inside the 10. Washington will try to return this at the 11 to the 20. And Vactor is hit at the 20-yard line for a gain of 10. So 1st and 10 for the Redskins. 13:08 to go in the third quarter. Washington 3, Miami 3. So Brown and Haraway, the running backs. Taylor and Jefferson, the wide receivers. Smith, the tight end. Billy Kilmer under center. Rock and Hermeling, the tackles. Wilbur and Laveg, the guards. And House, Hauss, is the center. Haraway, trap right. Kilmer from the 20 gives it to Haraway, and Swift will make the stop after a gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Then Herder and Matheson, the ends. Fernandez and Dunaway, the defensive tackles. Cohen and Swift, the outside linebackers. Nick Bonacani from Massachusetts fills the middle. Johnson and Foley, the corners. Anderson and Jake Scott, the safety. 2nd down and 8. Larry Brown sweeps right, near side. Handoff from Kilmer. Flag is down. He gets it across to the 24. And let's see what the flag is.
Encroachment, defense.
And Miami
Number
may
83,
then Herder
5-yard
again. That's the
penalty.
2nd time in the ball game. Washington will accept 2nd and 3 from their own 27. Clock stop, 12:16 to go in the third quarter. Would you believe, and if you watched the Dave Gardner support chat tonight, you heard this, that the Dolphins came into this game at 16-0, 14-0 in the regular season. I forgot who they beat in the divisional playoff. Whoever was the wild card that year. Because clearly they won the East. And then they had to go to Pittsburgh for the AFC Championship game because it was done on a rotating basis. It was not home field. So they run the table. They're 16-0, and yet they're only a 1-point favorite to Washington in the championship. 2nd and 3. Sweep left for Larry Brown. Far sideline. Gets a block, but nothing doing as Bonacani will knock him down right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 3 as the Cat gives me another run here. Walt Rock, the left tackle, with a bad block. So the clock running, 12:07 to go. You've got enough food for 9 people, Cat. Jerry Smith. Short cross on the tight end. And they're going to run it. Throws. He's got it. 1st down. He makes a tackle for a gain of 9. And Washington keeps the drive alive. Under 11 to go after the next snap. So Kilmer, 4 of 8 for 42 yards. Haraway will run a trap left side, far sideline from the 36. Manny Fernandez brings him down to 38 for a gain of 2. So Washington could not get the touchdown. Had the ball at the goal line. Literally was like 2 blades of grass away from that white stripe. And they couldn't punch it in. They go to the air again. Jefferson, 2nd and 8, medium slant. Kilmer throws. Jefferson dropped it. He had it at midfield, a first down, and it's a drop. And it's 3rd and 8. So Kilmer, 4-9 for 42 yards. George Allen pacing the other sideline. Both coaches are kind of gnawing at themselves. Although I think the Dolphins have played the better team. 3rd down and long. Taylor on a medium out. Kilmer under center. He rolls. He throws to the far sideline. Taylor made the catch, but he was out of bounds. And there's no replay. And again, Allen says a few words, but the punting unit will come on. Mike Bragg, Washington going into the wind. They're actually in the red jerseys, burgundy helmets, gray face mask. Miami in the white with the white helmets and the gray face mask. Lee and Scott back to return. Punt taken at the 25 by Lee. Chris Hamburger with a stop. And Miami takes over from there. 9:48 to go in the 3rd quarter. The Redskins and Dolphins are knotted at 3. Zonko, off tackle right. Greasy will not audible. Hand off to Zonka. 30, that's the right call. Taylor with a tackle at the 32, a gain of 8. Norm Evans, the right tackle with a big block. And Rosie Taylor with the stop. 2nd and 2 for Miami. Kick. Trap left. Hand off from Greasy, and Washington snuffed that out. McDowell, however, is hurt, and he's not coming back. So it's 3rd and 4. It's a loss of 2 on the play as Patios makes his 7th stop. 8:53 to go, 3rd quarter. 3-3 the score. 2 tight end set. Seipel, who's also the punter, and Mandich. Morris will try a sweep to the right. Far side, waits for the C's to part, won't get it. Fanucci with a tackle, gain of 2. There's a flag down.
Holding offense. Number
And that'll be declined. That's on Cruson. And so Miami will be forced to punt. So the clock is stopped, 8:43 to go. And on 4th and 2 from your 32, you're just not going to be able to move it. So Seipel will come in to punt. He'll punt it deep from a 17, taken at the 22, hit at the 24 by Babb. That's a high kick. Vactor with the return, and that's where Billy Kilmer and company will take over. 8:37 to go in the 3rd quarter. The Redskins 3, the Dolphins 3. Haraway sweeps to the right side from the 24, and he's hit by Swift after a gain of 2 at the 26. And so the Redskins, 17 carries, 64 yards. George Allen, a disciple of the run. Don Shula, at this point of his career, a definite disciple of the run. Brown, trap left. from the 26. Handoff. Nothing doing. Monacani with another stuff for a loss of 1. That's the third tackle for Nick. And it's 3rd and 9. Except for that one drive where Washington got the field goal, Miami has just blown the Redskins right off the line of scrimmage. Taylor on a medium fly. Kilmer throws far sideline. It's caught, but it's short. And it's 4th and inches, 7 to go, clock running. And Washington's going to go. 2 tight end set. Brown and Haraway. Smith and Alston, the tight ends. Brown. Going to try to dive for it. From the Washington 34. He's got it in about 1 yard. Then Herder gets credit for the tackle. Now Jefferson back in as wide receiver. But it was so hard to tell. There was about 18 bodies in the middle of that pile. So Washington converts. Jefferson, medium out. Kilmer, near sideline. No, sir. Yeah, it's one of those things where you probably should have punted. But no one's able to move the football. And they're tiring out the Miami defense. Dunaway's down to an 81 fatigue. 5 plays, 11 yards, and 3:04 off the clock. Haraway. Trap right from the 35. He is hit by Johnson at the 36. So it might have been a gutsy move. But if they can't move the football, it won't matter. So 3rd and 9. They're going to try Jefferson on a medium slant. From the Washington 36, Kilmer flushed, throws, caught, first down. Jefferson got 11 yards. And it's 1st and 10 from the DC 47. Jefferson 2 catches for 19 yards. First and 10. Sweep right for Larry Brown. Near sideline. Handoff from Kilmer. Over midfield. It's going to be close to a first down. He got the first down. So a gain of 10 as Terry Hermeling ripped open the hole. And so with 3:52 and change to go, 1st and 10 for Washington from the Miami 43. I've not had a tribute game yet, or the player or coach being remembered has lost. Just keeping that out there. Hines in at defensive tackle with Fernandez for Miami. 1st and 10. Haraway off tackle right from the 43. Hit by Johnson at the 40. And that's a gain of 3 as we move towards the latter stages of the 3rd quarter. Yep, this one is everything you'd expect from this era of football. 3 yards and a cloud of vegetable paint. Because these fields were painted. 2nd and 7. Haraway will come out. Mulkey will come in. Herb Mulkey. Trap left from the 40. Handoff from Kilmer. Bonacani stands him up for a gain of 1. And man, these defenses are good. So they're going to have to throw it on 3rd and 6. Jefferson, a short cross. Kilmer throws down to a running back instead. First down and more as Mulkey caught it at the 36. He's hit by Cullen at the 26. A gain of 13. And so the Redskins have a 1st and 10 from the Miami 26. This has been what you would think, and you can understand why Vegas had it as a 1-point game. And now Do you go to moral for Miami? Well, first, Washington's got to score. And in 99 seconds, they're going to get what little wind is behind them. Brown. Off tackle right. Handoff from Kilmer. He's hit by Swift at the 22, a gain of 4. So the last minute of the third quarter. And Washington now a tired bunch. They've taken half the quarter off the clock. Mulkey. Sweep right. Near side from the 22. Across the 20. Jake Scott with the tackle at the 19, a gain of 3. And that will be the end of the third quarter. So 15 minutes left to go in Los Angeles. And this one is as tight and shiny as you can possibly get. It's the Redskins 3, the Dolphins 3. This is the Don Shula Tribute Game, Super Bowl 7 on Retro Sports Network, presented by DigitalDice.com. And the Redskins have caught up in time of possession. Ground and pound all the way. 25 carries for 86 yards. Miami 27 for 143. The net yardage now, there's a difference of 6. 156 for Washington, 162 for Miami. And no surprise, there was no scoring in the third quarter, just like there wasn't in the first quarter. Washington starts the final quarter, 3rd and 3 on the Miami 19. Brown. Trap right, handoff from Kilmer. Gets a block first down to the 10-yard line. He got a gain of 9. He hit the line and Larry Brown made his own hole. So 1st and goal from the Miami 10. Shula. Pace on the sidelines. He was able to get the draft in. Washington has just turned the tables on this drive and held the ball. Miami can't get fresh. Mulkey. Dive play from the 10. He gets to the 5 and he's pulled down by Colin at the 2. Hit the line. Paul Leveg made the big hole. And it's 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. And so now the Memorial Coliseum holds its collective breath. Yep. There's a couple of you that might be old enough to be pre-Super Bowl Clinton, but yeah. Haraway back in. 2 tight ends set. Smith and Alston. Brown and Haraway. Dive play from the 2. Touchdown, Washington Redskins. 16 plays rather. 76 yards, and for the first time today, we got a touchdown. Charlie Haraway, 10 carries, 13 yards, but a touchdown he'll never forget. Here's the extra point. Knight right down Broadway. And with 13:11 to go, it's the Redskins 10, the Dolphins 3. Yep. 28 carries for Washington, 105 yards. Miami 27 carries for 143. Morris back deep to return. He'll return it from his own end zone. 10, 20, into the 24 by Otis Sistrunk.
Holding, receiving
And
team,
it's all coming back.
penalty.
Coleman with a hold. Shula beside himself as Miami starts from their own 10 with 13:02 to go. And so Shula will stay with Greasy for now. Morris and Zonka. Fleming the tight end. Zonka. Trap right, 1st and 10. And he gets to the 16 before Taylor brings him down. Pardee missed the tackle, spotted at the 17. Rosie Taylor. So Zonka 12 carries for 55 yards. And now Miami wants to chew some clock. Morris. Off tackle right from the 17. Flag is down. Mike Bass with the tackle at the 18, a gain of 1.
Personal foul. Defense. Number
And
66,
Patios
15
reached
yard
in for the
penalty.
face
Automatic
mask.
first down.
And so the bad blood continues. Defense was the game back then, highlighted twice by Jack Patera's fearsome foursome, which somehow got flagged. And the Purple People Eater is of Miami's no-name defense. If you like hard hitting, this game is for you, man. So 15 yards. And it's 1st and 10 from the Miami 33. Zonka. And a pitch it to the right. Greasy flips it to Zonka. 35-40. 1st down, 45. Bass with the tackle at the 47. So as long as Miami can get 5.5 yards a touch, they're going to keep pounding it on the ground. And so Greasy under center again. Morris will try a sweep to the right. Washington showing blitz. Morris waits. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. And Taylor will chase him down to the 22. A gain of 31. So the Dolphins now, as Jim Langer with a big hole, the Dolphins as a team, 31 carries, 196 yards. And it's 1st and 10 from the Washington 22. Briscoe on a long slant. They're going to try to sneak one in. Greasy flush, throws. Briscoe has it. 10, touchdown Miami. It worked. It worked. Washington was offside. It was a free play. They blitzed. Greasy's legs kept the play moving. And Marlon Briscoe makes it 10-9. There's the offside. Greasy just rolled Briscoe from the 10. And Briscoe scores. Unsub my tushy, Mr. Gardner. And so here's the extra point. Premian ties the ball game. 6 plays, 90 yards, and 2:11. And with 10:51 to go, in regulation time, we would play in overtime if it gives me the option. Washington 10, Miami 10. So Duncan, back deep. Heyman and Burnett for the Redskins. Premian to an upman at the goal line to the 10, 15, 20, 30, 35. It's Heyman, and he's hit by Anderson at the 36. So Washington starts with great field position. 1st and 10. 10:37 to go. In a 10-10 tie and the championship game for the National Football League. Haraway sweeps near side from the 36. He's hit by Swift at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Len House, the center, with a bad block. Doug Swift has 9 tackles, and I think it's safe to say, with 10:28 to go in the football game, this one has been all that and a bag of chips. Kilmer wants to go to the air. We'll try a medium slant to Charlie Taylor. Has time, but he does not have Taylor, but he's tangled up with Jake Scott. The flag.
Pass interference. Defense.
Oh,
Number
my goodness.
45,
That's on
automatic.
Johnson.
First down.
And that's pass interference against Miami. And that is an 11-yard penalty. The Dolphins, 7 flags for 76 yards, while Washington has 4 for 46. 10:20 to go. And now, if you got a fingernail left, either in South Florida or in the nation's capital, it's time to taste it. Brown sweeps left, far side, 47-yard line, waits for a block over midfield. Then Herder, gain of 5, 2nd and 5. Haraway from the Miami side of the field. They're on the 48. Trap right. Flag is down. Somebody jumped.
False start. Offense. Number 73.
And it's Lavag. It's the right guard. So 2nd and 10. I got a headache just from all the hits in this game. I can't imagine how the players feel. So right back to the Washington 47-yard line. 2nd and 10. Kilmer, 9:28 to go in the regulation time. Brown on a flat, near side. Kilmer dumps it down. Brown works for a seam over midfield. First down. Jake Scott with a tackle after a gain of 11. And with 9:15 to go, the clock will run and the ball is spotted at the Miami 42. First catch for Brown for 11 yards. Kilmer 8 of 15 for 86. Haraway. Trap right. Hand off, flag is down. Colin with a tackle. There is movement up front.
Encroachment. Defense.
And that's a free play as Den Herder gets called for his 3rd encroachment of the ball game. It's one thing to anticipate the snap count, it's another to cheat it. And so it's 1st and 5 for Washington from the Miami 37. 8:33 to go. Jefferson on a bomb. They're going to try it. They're going to try it. Kilmer under center. Waiting. Throws down to a running back. That is Haraway. Haraway's hurt, by the way. Hit his knee against a Miami defender. Colin, as a matter of fact, but they got the first down. 1st and 10. Clock stopped at 8:22. Burnett is in the ball game as the other running back. Bob Burnett tries to sweep near side. Hand off from Kilmer. Across the 30, Swift. And Haraway runs back in. Doug Swift has 10 tackles. 2nd and 8. From the Miami 29. The clock was stopped as he was hit. Out of bounds, 8:15 to go. Brown. Off tackle right, near side, handoff from Kilmer. Colin with a tackle at 26, a gain of 3. And it'll be 3rd and 5. We've now combined for 63 runs in this game. 10-10 the score. Alston at tight end. Ooh, do I dare? Short slant to Mac Alston. They throw. Alston's got it. First down. They took the chance, and Mumford with a tackle to 13. So the percentages were certainly not in Billy Kilmer's favor. Only a 36% chance of making that catch. But the ball moves. 9 plays, 51 yards, 7:19 to go. The Redskins looking to pull ahead. Brown. Sweep left. Far side to the 10. Jake Scott with a tackle at the 8. A gain of 5. Redskins 220 net yards. Miami 237. Under 6.5 to go. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Haraway. On the dive. Handoff from Kilmer, and Fernandez will make the hit at the 6. 5:41. 3rd and 3. Clock running. Third tackle for Fernandez. The Redskins are 6 for 11 on 3rd down. They bring in Mulkey. Miami's front 4 are exhausted. The second half has been the Redskins all the way as far as ball control. Brown. Draw play. Possible man-to-man. Kilmer will not change the play. Give to Brown to the 5. Touchdown, Washington Redskins. And so Larry Brown, 16 carries, 67 yards. And under 5 to go. Another good block. And now Miami will have to drive for a touchdown to tie the game. Knight's extra point is good. And so with 4:55 to go, a 12-play, 64-yard drive, Washington 17, Miami 10. To be fair, Big Lou, I said that when the Redskins got up 10-3. So what do you do? Do you go with Morrill? Do you stick with Greasy? You got 4:55. Miami theoretically could just run down the clock. Morris back deep. They got to score. Taken by an Upman. 10, 20, and the ball is loose. Little will cover it up. Lee with a return, and Miami recovers from their own 26. Here it is again. And so they have 74 yards. They have 4 minutes and 45 seconds. And that's just to tie the ball game. 1st and 10. Warfield on a medium fly. Greasy. Far sideline. Near sideline. No. So they tried to sneak one and couldn't do it. Gonna try Jim Kick on a dive. 2nd and 10. Greasy with a handoff, and Kick is nailed by Hamburger for a gain of 1. And so they've read Jim Kick all the way. And now 3rd and 9. They bring in Morris. Warfield on a jet sweep. He goes to the far sideline. It's worth once. He gets across to 30. Owens with a tackle. It's a gain of 6. And so now we're kind of where Dave Gardner was a few days ago with the Steelers and the Cowboys from 77. Miami should be able, though the Redskins probably can run the clock. So do you go here? They're saying go. Screen to Morris. They're going. Greasy near side. He throws incomplete. Taylor with a deflection. And the Redskins have it with 2:58 to go. Yeah, I think, no, Clinton, I think you had to do it. If you watch Dave Gardner's game on his channel, I don't think the Redskins give him back the ball. I think you got to go for it. Miami can stop it all 3 times, so it's possible. Haraway. Trap right from the 33. He's hit by Swift for no gain. And the computer will not take a timeout till we get to the 2-minute warning. So 2:50 to go. Redskins slow it down. Brown. Dive play from the 33. He's hit by Anderson at the 31, a gain of 2. And Miami will not call time. And Washington will take it to the 2-minute warning. So 3rd and 8 for Washington. They can salt this away with a field goal. Brown, they don't care about the first down. A field goal wins the Redskins the ball game. Trap right from the 31. Brown over the 30. Hines with a tackle, a gain of 3. Miami will call time. And they're going to bring out Knight for a 35-yarder, which he has less than a 50-50 chance to make. If they make it, it's a 10-point game. If they don't, the Dolphins will take over with 2 timeouts on their own 28. Kurt Knight. From the center of the field, they're going with the wind, what little there is. And so the kick, Knight, it is up, it is good. And so the Redskins, with 1:49 to go, have a 10-point lead over the Dolphins. Yep, he made the kick. And I agree. I think you had to go for it. So let's see what Morris can do. From his 5 to the 20. 25, Hamburger at the 26.
Illegal block. Receiving team.
And Miami will get another penalty. That's on Powell. So 1st and 10 from the Miami 13. And they're going to go to Earl Morrall. They're going to make the change. Morrall. Briscoe on a medium slant. Morrall waits, throws. Briscoe's got it. 1st down. Gain of 13. Miami now going to run a hurry up. They can stop it once or twice. Medium fly. Warfield from the 26. Morrall going to scramble, and he's hit by Pardee for a gain of 2. 1:07 to go. They're going to hold on to the timeout. Morrall. Again to Warfield. He waits. He throws. Incomplete. Tries for kick. 49 seconds to go. 3rd and 8. Briscoe. Must pass. Medium slant. You're welcome, Big Clue. You're welcome. Briscoe trying to get up. Morrall throws. 1st down. Briscoe, 40-yard line. A gain of 13. They'll call a timeout. With 41 seconds left. Not over yet, gang. Interesting trying to do a 2-minute drill with a team that was set up to run. Warfield on a long out. Morrall waits, throws, flag is down, incomplete. Pass interference.
Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
Oh my goodness. Talbert just, again, wow. Talbert just shoved a Miami lineman. I think it was Langer. And they give it 15 yards. So it's 1st and 10. They don't even need to use a timeout. From the 44 of Washington. (20-10). Redskins, 36 seconds to go. Warfield. Medium slant. They can stop it once. Morrall throws. Warfield. No, he dove. And couldn't get it. 28 seconds to go. Morrall, 2 for 5 for 26 yards. We all remember his son. So, Shula Goes back to the drawing board. Long slant. Warfield. Morrill, I think this is interception, folks. He goes around. He throws. Intercepted by Owens, and the Redskins are going to win. Now, turbocharged, if you watch that, you see how when the play started, it was slower than the rest. And that's how I knew the interception. Brig Owens, by the way, will make the pick. And in this replay, anyway, there will be no undefeated season. Send your cards and letters, too. So 20 seconds. Kilmer on a sneak. And done away with the tackle. It's a gain of 1. And will Miami take the timeout? Yes, they do. So 2nd and 9. So the Redskins are going to win this game. Didn't see that one coming, did you? Kilmer. Again on the sneak. He doesn't lose the football. Buonacani with the tackle, and that'll do it. The Washington Redskins have won this game by the score of 20-10. So Brown on a 12-yard play, 64-yard drive, 6-yard run for the score, and then Knight with a dagger, or with a joust, if you will, with a minute 49 for the field goal. And the Redskins ended up winning the time of possession there. They ran the ball 40 times. They got more first downs. They did better in the air. Joust is the word I'm looking for. Yeah. Miami, 9 penalties for 93 yards. Miami outgained them 272 to 235. And it wasn't enough. So you can second guess whether I should have yanked Greasy, but he couldn't throw anything downfield. And so Washington just was patient. Shaq Party, 8 tackles. Barrios, 2 stuffs, 7 tackles. They hurried Greasy 3 times. Chris Hamburger with 2 sacks. Yepremian missed a field goal. Hit one from 11 yards. Knight made a 7-yarder. No, Jerkinson. George Allen didn't like Sonny Jerkinson. Swift had 11 tackles and 2 stuffs. And Colin is the only one that made a sack. That's my button. And so now you see me. Well, there you go. I hope you enjoyed this. Just kind of goes to show just how good Washington was there. Now you know why Miami was a 1-point favorite in the game. So Miami did what they could. Their defense certainly did a good job. But the extra point, or the field goal at the end, was the big difference. So Don Shula, the winningest coach in NFL history, 328 wins. Has Belichick passed him yet? My goodness, the man averaged 10 wins a year. And although, was it? It was Jack Party's final game. And so Don Shula is our digital dice player of the game. Jack Party got a Super Bowl win. Washington gets some rings. So hopefully, despite the fact that the team that we didn't really want to win won, we have it for you. So Don Shula, legendary man, legendary career, legendary coach. And so, thanks, Don, and rest in peace. My name is Ron Juckett, Retro Sports Network. We'll talk to you soon. Take care and have a good night.